All right, today we're going to dive into something really beautiful, a prayer for healing. This is a poem that asks us to step back and look at the world and, we're placing it in a completely different light. Let's uncover its message together. So, right off the bat, the poem hits us with this huge question. Are we really separate from the earth? Is it like humanity is over here and nature is way over there? This one simple question is basically the key to unlocking the entire thing. And the answer it gives isn't some big, complicated argument. It's actually a collective prayer. It's this shared voice that just dissolves that idea of separation. It's a reminder that we aren't just living on the planet, we are literally of the planet. And I want you to pay close attention to the wording here. Join with the earth. See, it doesn't say work on the earth, like it's some broken machine we need to fix. No, it calls for a partnership, a collaboration. That single word, with, well, that changes everything. And this brings us right to the poem's central idea, interconnectedness. It's this core belief that our well-being and the Earth's health aren't two separate things. They are the exact same issue. You just can't heal one without healing the other. It's impossible. Now, this whole idea of being interconnected, it's not just some nice, fuzzy thought. Nope. It's a straight-up call to action. And this is the poem's first major theme, showing us that healing the earth is really the only way we're going to heal ourselves. And it doesn't just leave it at that. It gets super specific, giving us these 4 powerful actions for our mission. We have to restore what's been damaged, refresh what's been polluted, renew what's been lost, and protect what's still here. These aren't just gentle suggestions. They're framed as our most basic responsibilities. But you see, this call to action is about so much more than just being green. It's this deep understanding that every single forest, every creature, every drop of water is a thread in this massive web of life that ultimately keeps us alive. When we protect them, we're really just maintaining the balance that allows us to exist. And look, the poem is pretty clear that this shouldn't feel like a chore, It insists that all this healing has to be rooted in joy and gratitude. We're asked to celebrate the seas, to rejoice in the sunlight, to be thankful participants, not just reluctant janitors. That joy, that's the fuel that makes the commitment last. Okay, so just when you think you've got the whole picture, bam, the poem takes this incredible turn, because this message of healing and connection, it isn't just about the environment. It's about to get a whole lot bigger and a lot more personal. I mean, the logic is pretty simple, right? If we're all connected to the earth, then we have to be connected to each other. This is the second huge theme, healing the human community itself. Because really, how can we possibly care for the earth if we can't even care for one another? And just like it gave us a to-do list for nature, it gives us a blueprint for how we should treat each other. It calls on us to be people who actively promote justice and peace. And maybe the most important part, to always remember our children, to see every single thing we do through the eyes of the future we're leaving for them. So what it's really saying is that you can't separate these things. You can't talk about healing the planet if you're not also talking about justice and peace for people. A broken, unfair human community just can't be a good partner in healing the earth. It's all part of the same job. All right, this is where it all comes together. This is the grand finale of the poem, where it takes the idea of healing nature and the idea of healing humanity and weaves them into one single, incredibly powerful concept. This one line, honestly, this is the heart of the entire prayer. It's saying that all our differences, our many and diverse expressions, they're not a problem we need to solve. They are just beautiful, different reflections of one loving mystery. And in the end, we're all here for one single shared reason, the healing and renewal of all life. Let's break that down a little. Think about it. Our diversity is absolutely real. Our unique cultures, our languages, our beliefs, but our unity is just as real. We are all bound together by this shared existence and this one shared purpose. In the world this poem imagines, our diversity doesn't get in the way of our unity. It actually makes it stronger. Okay, so let's boil this all down. What's the one big message we're supposed to walk away with after all this? Well, it all comes down to a simple idea, our shared duty. The whole message is really built on 3 key ideas. First, you've got unity, working together and respecting both nature and each other. Then, peace,
actively working to build just and equal societies. And finally, protection, realizing that caring for the earth is just another way of caring for ourselves and for our kids.
At the end of the day, when you strip it all back, you're left with this simple, powerful truth. It's not a complicated philosophical debate. It's just a practical statement about survival and about love. Our fate is tied to the Earth's fate, period. And that brings us to this final, really powerful question for you. This poem, it offers a prayer, a hope, a path forward. But a prayer is just the beginning, right? It needs someone to answer it with action. So the question isn't just about what the poem means. It's about what we're going to do about it. What is your role in the answer?